Hey guys, Josh here again, bringing you another unboxing. And today, in front of us right now, we have Dead of Winter, The Long Night. Now, despite what it sounds, this actually necessarily an expansion, and this is actually a standalone game. And of course, you can get the main game, but this one's actually not only cheaper, but it has more stuff in it. So, just telling you right now, this is probably, if you're starting off, the best option for you. And let's go ahead and get right into this thing. First off, we're gonna go ahead and move these plants. I'm sorry, Dad. I know you love your little plants, but we can't have them in the picture for board games. I know. I'm sorry. Anyway, so let's get this thing open. Now we actually don't need this time, as far as I know, because I went ahead and made a little incision right here. That way we could get this wrapping off a bit easier. That being said, I still don't have the best dexterity, so it'll probably still take me about 5 minutes to do this. Maybe we can do a fast motion video of me trying to open this thing up. Oh, here we go. It's just like Christmas. Just like Christmas, guys. Alright, now look. Wow, that's a nice looking box. I really love how a lot of times they make it to where all this stuff right here is shiny, so that way people can see it more. And let's get this away real quick. Alright, so let's go ahead and get this buddy open. That's what I was hoping for. A good old box fart. Good golly. Let's go ahead and see if I can get this baby out of here. Looks like it's in wrapping for me, which is good. I like it when things are in wrapping. Makes it easier on me. So, it looks like right here, in here we got our rule book. So it looks like we're going to actually need our knife, our trusty hand blade. Cha-ching! It looks like we're going to go ahead and get this thing. So let's see if we can make a little cut right here. Let me find a good spot for it, guys. Ooh, here we go. Now, this isn't a newer game, but, you know, I might as well do an unboxing for it because, you know, I like it. It's Christmas. For me, it's Christmas for you. You all probably never heard of it because, you know, most people, or at least not a lot of people, play board games that much. But still, it's always good to at least show people what there is out there. And, you know, hopefully you'll be interested in it. So, if you can't tell already, Dead of Winter is a zombie game, or at least it appears to be a zombie game. Now, don't be confused, because a lot of times people are like, it's another zombie game. I don't want any of that. Please go ahead and throw this paper again. And the thing about this game is, although it is a zombie game, and it has zombies in it, it's more of a player versus player deception game. And I'll kind of tell you why that's the case. Now, here we have a lot of scenario cards, which is what the people in the game, because this is going to be a co-op game for the most part, even though there's going to be a lot of people in there saying, hey, you're the bad guy. We have our search cards that you're going to need. We have more search cards because there's a lot of them. We have the, looks like we have new cards for some of the new stuff in the game. We have the Crossroads deck. That's what it is. That's what I was looking for. Now, hopefully, I don't know if you all can see it. There we go. Anyway, but the Crossroads deck, if you all can't tell, I'll put it at this one. The Crossroads deck, each player, every time they do their turn, they have a chance of an event happening to them. Now, I'm not going to show you these that much. Of course, you can see that one, but I'm not going to show you those because it's kind of like a surprise, and people like that. And we have a ton of dice. Absolute ton of dice, actually. I didn't know this game actually came with that much dice. I was hoping for. And, ooh, we got a really nice dice right here. I don't know if you all can see that, but this is the main dice you're going to be rolling whenever you do an action. And it's not good things. It's all death, really. You freeze to death. You can either, let me see, you can freeze to death. You can bleed to death. You can just get bit and just die. I mean, it's a whole lot of fun, you know? Fun for the friends. And we have standees for the people, because you're going to need those. Alright, and let's move all this stuff out of the way so we can get into the rule book. So first off, we got the rule book. Again, we got some nice artwork here. Now, I don't actually know the what it looks like for the base game, or at least the original Dead of Winter, but as I can tell right now, it's really good. I like it. Everything's out there for you. I'll probably need to read through it one more time, even though I know a gist of what's going on. Here we have the most important part, and it's folded out for you guys. I'll kind of get it out. All right, here we go. Now this is where mostly everyone's going to be dying. I mean, hanging out. Sorry, but this is going to be the main kind of outpost for the survivors, and of course they're going to go here, and each player is going to be in control of two or more survivors, depending on what happens, and of course you're going to be having food supply, things like that. You're going to have to put things in the waste, and you're going to have someone clean it up, because you know things build up, and you don't want your settlement to be dirty, because there's going to be zombies. There's going to be a lot of blood and guts everywhere, so you don't want to have to deal with trash added on to that. And of course you're going to have your main objective, which is going to be what everyone's trying to achieve, and crisis. Now of course the game wouldn't be fun if it didn't make things hard for you, you know? I mean, things are already horrible. You're in the zombie apocalypse, so you know the game wouldn't be fun if it just said, hey, you know, why don't we make things worse for you? And here we go. We got look at all this, guys. Punch outs, the best thing in all of board gaming, or the worst, you know, it depends. We have zombie standouts. There's a whole lot of those. We have, let me pop this out for you guys real quick. This is, you'd think that this has to be the most epic thing in all of existence, but no, it's actually just the first player marker. I don't know if you all can see it, but it actually says first player on there, so yeah, nothing really special, just tells you who's going first, or who's dying first, really. You have your wound cards, or wound tokens, apology. You have your barricade markers. You have survivor, or I want to say these are extra survivors that'll come up sometimes. You have zombie markers for when you run out of standees. You have sound markers. Now, the main thing about this game, if I can find it for you all, and it's in the punch-outs, of course, because, you know, the punch-outs have everything you need to know in a game. You are going to be having these wonderful locations, and this is probably going to be blown out, but each one of these locations is, of course, going to be using these search cards right here. Of course, it'll tell you what kind of items are in there. And over time, you're going to go there, and you're going to be like, hey, you know, this seems like a good place to scavenge, so you're going to go there. And depending on what you want, you're going to end up making more and more noise, which, of course, will attract more zombies. Now, we have some extra tokens here. I want to say that's a despair marker, which is kind of like a unremovable damage, because most of the time you can kind of heal yourself, but you know, no one likes you to heal yourself, because a lot of times you need medicine for everyone, so a lot of people don't like that. Because you have food markers, you're going to have your game board, more locations, more zombies. If I can find it, these are some special zombies that come with this game, and more special markers. Here we go. This is what we're talking about. These are your survivor standees. You're gonna of course use these to hold them up, and each player is gonna be given 2 survivors, and each player, or each survivor, sorry, has their own stats and their own special ability. That way, it kind of keeps things different for each player, and maybe you can build a bond with your little people that you're trying to keep track of, because they're probably going to die. It's kind of sad, but that's most likely what's going to happen. And other than that, as far as I know, that's most of what's in this box. I mean, we can look at these wonderful punch-outs with some great artwork on them, but still. Oh, and we have a graveyard, because, you know, there's going to be, like I said, there's going to be a lot of death in this game. Oh, and raiders. I want to call them raiders. They're really just people, but honestly, you can call them annoyances if you want, because they're just going to be bugging you. They're just going to be another thing that you're going to want to either avoid or deal with later in the game. Now, I'm going to take a moment before I box all this back up and we end the video, of course. I'm going to talk about, and if I can find it, hopefully, but I want to talk about kind of what makes this game different. And because each player, besides the main objective that everyone's trying to complete, each player is going to have their own secret objective. Now, I can't find it right now. Maybe if I was able to actually... Oh, there we go. Here we go. This is a secret objective. Now, I'm just going to show you one, because I don't want to spoil everything, but each player is going to have their own special objective, and it's going to tell you something that you're going to have to do. Now, in the main objective, you're going to be having to complete a specific task, and if you do that task, good, you win. But the thing is, if you don't complete your secret objective task, you don't win with the group. So you have to complete this, which is kind of bad because a lot of times there's also another secret objective card in the deck where you're a traitor and you want the group to fail. So a lot of times you'll be saying, hey guys, you know, I'm just going to keep all this medicine to myself. I don't want to give you that. Of course, you're probably not going to say that. You're probably thinking that because your card tells you to do so. But you're going to be like, hey, I'm just going to kind of stockpile all this. And the other players, they're going to be like, well, he could be telling us the truth, and he could just be, you know, being a nice guy. But who likes to be a nice guy, honestly? No one likes to be a nice guy. But, and they're probably going to be like, you know, he could be the traitor. And if you do something wrong enough times, they're probably going to want to kick you out. And if you get kicked out of the group, you end up getting a whole new objective deck, and you're going to be out there by yourself. And no one wants to be by themselves in the zombie apocalypse. And besides that, guys, that's pretty much the game. I'll box this stuff up for you. You're not going to want to see it because it's boring. And hopefully this video was a lot more well thought out and well put together than the last one. Of course, there were still probably some things in it. But like I said, we're still trying to get back into the groove of things. And hopefully we'll see you in the next video. So, Josh out.